So the episode opens with the older brother getting picked up in a junkyard by somebody, but we don't know who it is. I wonder how the younger brother Lulu doing. Oh, child, the brother does a drive-by on Unique and his son when they picking him up from school. I try to get at closer range, though, because you know he's always in bulletproof furs like Snoop Dogg. That was a plot point in the first few episodes. Girl, they just out here wasting bullets. They ain't get the older brother. He ain't getting Unique. Only one of the little soldiers got shot. All these bullets and nobody getting hit. Rock and the girlfriend are with Lulu in the hospital and he ain't woken up yet. Rock's like, he gonna wake up. I don't know, girl. So Symphony show up at the hospital and Rock is not happy. She said, I would have called you. Stop getting my son to tell you my business. So Symphony says, look, I just want to be able to be there for you like in a normal relationship. And she said, this ain't no normal relationship. This isn't real. You know what I do. We were never going to be able to be together. It was just some good intern bus. So they kind of break up in the hospital because she's like, I'll never forget who I am again. And I got to get back on my business. He says, well, look, tell Marvin that Tony can't be trusted. I'm trying to figure out how he would know. Oh, that's that white heifer. Okay. But Marvin ain't gonna heed. Marvin gonna end up in jail on the last episode. Meanwhile, in the van that just did the drive-thru, the guy who drove Marvin gets a gun pulled on him. Marvin's like, oh yeah, I heard that it was bulletproof. What? Why you gonna kill your driver? Oh, this was the fool from Southside who squealed on Kanan cooking up the blue caps. So he kills them because he's the only one that can tie them to the blue caps and really blow up the spot. And he's proven he'll snitch. Meanwhile, with Omar Epps, he's at the hospital and sees some nurse come out and bring a bag to these guys. And it's got scrubs and some IDs in there. So I guess they're trying to finish off Lulu. So those two guys sneak in the building, dressed up as orderlies, grab a hospital bed. They've got their guns hidden in their waistbands. They sneak into Lulu's room, but he ain't there. They moved him just in the nick of time. And Omar Epps is there to arrest him. Put your guns on the bed. However, down at the Popo station, the baby Les's parents is complaining that Jukebox got let go. She murdered our daughter and we want vengeance. No, your daughter stole some drugs from Laverne and smoked them because you were stressing her out about being a lesbian. Because you couldn't handle the truth. Back at the hospital, Omar Epps tells Rock, look, I've got a warrant for Kanan, so you either gonna tell him I'm the pappy, or he going to jail and you ain't gonna be happy. She's like, okay, I'ma tell him, but I'ma need a little criminal pass. He said, okay, within reason, but if I need something else from him, you better come correct. And she's like, what you talking about? Don't you worry about that. That's the plot twist for the end of the season episode when your son gotta save his life. Meanwhile, Jukebox is at the gravesite mourning her baby Les. But the police officer that the mama was talking to walks up on her. What, she just hanging out at the cemetery like this is American Horror Story double feature? You're just gonna pop up at the gravesite? Lord, so she's telling her about her first girlfriend in high school because, she trying to get her Les to Les. See if she'll open up. No pun intended. Oh no, Jukebox, you really gonna go get Italian ices with the Popo? You should know not to trust her. She's trying to set you up for a murder charge. Meanwhile, across town, Kanan shows up at the hospital and he's like, why did they move him? And Rock fills him in on the assassination attempt. He's like, for real? Do you not know the people you've been working with? So Kanan says, Ma, I want to help you and Uncle Lou. What do I need to do? You can't do anything. All you do is mess shit up. Everything you touch, you destroy. Back with baby Les and the Popo, she's getting hip to her game and says, I'm not really trying to bond with you over your messed up family or hear your sad sob stories. So the cop says, I'm a level with you. The crack that killed your girlfriend killed a bunch of people over on Southside. You know anything about it? Where she got it? And she says, no, of course not. My crack wasn't in her vein. So the police says, well, you know anything about D-Wiz's murder? We've got a lot of unsolved crimes. Any tips? Any tips? Girl, you act like you called the teenage psychic hotline. Now Marvin drops by to see Rock at the hospital chapel, and he said, that car really was bulletproof. He says Neek needs to go right now, and she's like, I agree, but you taking shots and missing, that ain't helping nothing. So she tell Marvin, I need you with me. I can't do everything without you right now. So she gonna hire him back? I don't know. He got that Kanan syndrome. He gonna fuck you up. Across town, Omar Epps is telling the doctor he gonna meet his chitlins and beg for bone marrow. But back at the hospital, Lulu still ain't woken up yet and everyone's concerned. And Juke tells Rock that this detective came up to her and said, them blue bippies killed your biffa. Rock said, well, shoot, since they giving you all this information through questions, you might as well pal up with them. Might come in handy. Back at Marvin's, he's getting Kanan his first gun because he's going to work the corners. He's so excited. He's like, really? I get to work the corners with a gun? You really want to stand outside in the New York cold in Queens with a gun slinging rock to junkies. I guess that's one way to spend your day. So Kanan complaining about the old school music that Marvin's playing. So he goes into Jukebox's room to get a tape and discovers her drawer of lesbonics with her dead baby Les. Child, Marvin gets so mad he threw the TV on the floor. Back with Omar Epps and the police heifer, she telling him that she's trying to get Jukebox to spill on Kanan's dog. He's like, I told you to stay away from that he didn't have anything to do with the bad stuff. The police heifer's like, why are you always trying to protect the Stark family? What's going on there? He said, well, you know what, heifer, I can't trust you, so I'm going to tell the captain I need a different partner. You just ain't it. Jukebox gets home and Marvin says, so are you some type of a girl F word? A Lebanese. So he destroyed the tape that she had with her baby Les. Lord, it's a brawl. He get to choking Jukebox out. Girl, you should have ran. However, across town, Rock is giving Kanan a shooting lesson. So Rock is asking Kanan to kill somebody, but who? Probably Omar. However, at the same time, Neek is rallying his soldiers against Rock and her people. At the hospital, Lulu begins to stir as his girlfriend sleeps by his side. Across town, Jukebox has run to the lesbian police heifer because she's like, well, I ain't sleeping here no more. Why is Rock at church? I guess she figured in between the murders, I'ma get the word. So while Rock gets the word, Jukebox is telling the police, you gotta watch out for Unique. He coming for you. Oh, Rock's mom is at the church. Fascinating. So she asked her mama, why you think I turned out the way I did? And the mama said, because you was grown and made your own choices. Leave me alone, heifer. So now we got Kanan putting on the jacket that Lulu stole from Unique's car. But what's he gonna do? So Kanan walk up to Omar Epps, and Omar Epps recognizes the jacket. And he's like, whose jacket is that? Wait, what, a gun? You don't want to shoot me, son. You should have said, I'm the pappy. That might have bought you a few more seconds, but kapow! He got you. Well, that was the shot. Wow, so Omar Epps never even got to ask for that transplant. And Kanan will never know who his true pappy is. Well, I'll see you soon. For Salt Lake City.